Welcome to the program. I'm joined now by Patrick Schueck. He is the president and CEO of Lexicon Incorporated of Little Rock. They are one of the largest metal and steel fabrication facilities in the U.S. They do construction projects for buildings and structures all around the globe. And Christy Valentine, who is the manager of academic partnerships for Hytrol Conveyor Company of Jonesboro. They make a vast variety of conveyor systems for plants and businesses around the world, in addition to many other things, which we will talk about. So Christy and Patrick, thank you both for being with us for this state of manufacturing. We appreciate you offering your insights here.
Thanks, Roby.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Patrick, I come to you first. The state of manufacturing, is business robust? Is it mediocre? Is it poor? And tell me why you think it is what it is.
Well, we're in the steel fabrication manufacturing. That's one of our companies, and I'm here to tell you that the state of steel fabrication in the United States right now is as strong as it's ever been. We are seeing excellent sized projects. We are seeing the reshoring of industrial facilities are coming back to the United States from overseas. We're seeing a large volume of electric vehicle, large volume of microchip. Still seeing a few Amazon distribution centers, a lot of bridge work through the bills that passed through Congress last year, and we're seeing a definite influx in the data center markets, all of which have caused the steel fabrication markets to be really, really full and very, very, very plentiful at this moment.
All right, Christy, same question to you. I'm sure your ears perked up when you heard Patrick say that Amazon seems to be growing at a really rapid pace there. But tell me about Hytrol, what you guys are seeing in terms of business robustness, and tell me what you think's at work.
We are cautiously optimistic this year. We're coming off a post-pandemic boom. Our industry during pandemic days really saw an influx of business that was unprecedented. People were obviously sitting home and ordering lots of things online, which caused the need for many conveyor systems. We saw growth in our partners like Amazon, FedEx, UPS, etc. I think now we're starting to see that slow down somewhat, and I said cautiously optimistic because we're definitely not, our business hasn't slowed down at all, but we are wondering and looking toward the future where that might not be the case. We won't be seeing such tremendous growth. You've heard about recent layoffs in places like Amazon and where people, rather than building new facilities, are just repairing facilities or repairing their equipment. So our business is steady, but again, cautiously optimistic.
All right, Patrick, back to you on this. We do hear talk of a potential recession looming, albeit a very small one, is kind of the anticipation, if it even happens at all. Do you respond cautiously to that type of warning, or do you look at it and say, this is going to create opportunity for us? Well,
our markets haven't slowed. We're not seeing it at this moment. The construction markets are extremely busy right now. Everything from industrial construction that we're seeing on the industrial side, we're seeing a huge volume of new golf courses with our golf course division. We build golf courses. That division is full through 23 and into 24. So we are not seeing it whatsoever. And I'll further tell you another thing that makes me wonder if this is going to be a true recession. We're still seeing wages go up for employees. Employees are still asking for a higher wage. When I see wage growth, to me, that puts the recession on the back. That puts the recession on the back burner.
Yeah, no, I do not disagree with you on that. And if you just look at kind of the two critical components of what typically constitutes a recession, that's jobs. The jobs market is very strong right now. There's 2 jobs for every 1 person looking out there, although it's not a complete match. And consumer spending is still healthy. I mean, it may not be as strong as you want it to be, but it's strong. Christy, how about to you? When you guys, it sounds like you guys may have a little bit more cautious approach because you are seeing some things slow down. Is Hytrol, I think you're still in growth mode though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right. We are still in growth mode. I think what we're doing is really taking a look at our processes and things that could be cost savers for us. So still preparing for growth, but looking at things that could be taken care of or made more efficient if things did start to slow down. So sort of preparing a plan B. Even as recently as fourth quarter of last year, we were having many hiring events, and we were seeing just about as many folks as we could get into our HR department every week to try to get on board. And now we're not doing that as much. We're really upskilling and working with the workforce we have to try to create a better experience for them and to generate more opportunity for them internally.
Let's talk a little bit about demographics and workforce. This is something that both of you study very closely. Both of you have a lot of investment in terms of what's happening in the future. We know baby boomers are retiring. We know the Gen X generation's not too far behind, to be honest with you. Christy, I'll come to you first on this. What are you doing what is Hytrol doing to prepare for the workforce of the future?
I'll start with Gen Z and millennials. Quite frankly, we have really ramped up our internship program. It's a very competitive program. We recruit from colleges and universities all over the country for about 15 engineering and IT positions in the summer, and we provide those students with an incredible experience, not just as engineers and IT professionals, but as professionals in general. So when they leave us, they are prepared to be really productive workers. Now we're using that same model to prepare some of our internal employees, our current employees, to move up in the organization. So our apprenticeship program has really ramped up. We are preparing for that. I guess we're still seeing the retirements and the voluntary exits, and so we want to have people prepared for those positions and not necessarily have to go outside looking for them.
You better be careful. Patrick may steal some of those employees. He's looking for people
Yes.
everywhere there. Patrick, I know this is a big top of mind issue for you as well. What is Lexicon doing in terms of looking at its workforce, which is getting older, and trying to recruit more into the pipeline to have that next generation of workers ready to roll?
Well, at Lexicon, we we really dialed in on our focus and our intentional workflow and how we're doing work. But the thing that we realized very quickly about 2 years ago, actually, during the pandemic, is that we had to put people, quality, safety, and innovation first. We had to look at every single thing that we do at Lexicon through that lens. And we feel like if we always put people first, then good things are always going to happen. Now, what we've done is that we've worked very hard the last 8 years, and we became the world's leader in robotic fabrication, fit and weld fabrication. We have more robots than any other fabricator in the world. And what this has done is it's really empowered our people to understand the potential that's out there when you bring innovation, when you put innovation in people first, and quality and safety. It just makes everybody understand just how important they can be to the program, the process, how we can modernize how we do work, not necessarily change what we do, but modernize how we do it to give a safer product with higher quality, less man hours, and be more competitive on the global scene. It allows our people to really get behind the purpose that we get to walk into work every day. We walk into work every day knowing that we get to build America. And that is something not everybody gets a chance to do. And when you go across iconic structures like the Ohio River Bridge in Ohio, or you're going and you're looking at the roof of Cowboy Stadium, or you're understanding that you were part of a plate mill in Brandenburg, Kentucky, that's going to be so vitally important to the next generation power sources that they're going to use, how you're going to start producing environmentally friendly steel. It just means so much to our guys to know that with the stuff that comes out of those plants can be used for military defense, can be used to build infrastructure. And then when you look at what we're fabricating and some of the things that we're getting to do, it's really brought purpose to what we do. And we've done a very good job through Bill Fitzgerald and our marketing department, getting out in front of people with the use of social media. We've built pathways for people to understand that when they hire in, this is where you're at. This is where you are. These are your responsibilities. But if you want to get to this level, This is a roadmap that you're going to have to take. This is what you're going to have to do. And we're finding incredible success stories with it. We're finding that not necessarily everybody has to have a college degree to be successful at Lexicon. We are not a place to come if you think you can walk in here with a college degree and get immediate success. You can come in here with a high school graduation and start from the bottom and work your way up. And we've got plenty of space for everybody to be successful here. Our many of the people that are in that are within our organization didn't graduate from college, nor do they need to, but they have skilled trades and they're very good tradesmen. So we're very excited about the future. We know we've got to get younger. We know we've got to press the envelope and be better than the next people. And we face a lot of foreign competition. So we've got to be that much better. And all that starts with people. It all starts with people, innovation, quality, and safety.
All right, Christy, if you need Patrick to come up there and preach to the masses, you let me know. We'll get him lined up. We'll get him up there.
I'm sorry, Robbie, I'm a little passionate about it.
And you know, the truth is, you're exactly right, Patrick, because I talk to a lot of engineering students, and I'm not an engineer, so I don't necessarily speak that language. But when I talk about our values, faith, family, community, commitment, gratitude, empathy, and we live those values, and I can give them specific examples, that's attractive. And to know that you know, there's a place for you here long-term, I think that's attractive, and it's a differentiator in our market. And so this is not the factory of the past. This is not the work environment of the past. This is something new and innovative. I know that there are multiple pathways to success, and there's multiple ways to successful education, and some of it's just hitting the ground and hit the ground running, and I'm for that.
All right, Patrick Schueck with Lexicon, Christy Valentine with Hytrol Conveyor. We're going to come back middle of the year at some point in time. We're going to see how things are working out from where our perspectives are here at the beginning of the year. You two stay safe. We will talk soon.
Thanks, Robbie.